everyone, welcome to our podcast. This is our fifth episode, and today we are very happy to have a special guest, Xavier Andrade, from one of our very trusted operators, Royal Galapagos. Hi Javi, can you introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Xavier Andrade, and I'm your account manager at Royal Galapagos.
Awesome, Javi. And what do you usually do at Royal Galapagos?
Well, we operate a fleet of 7 vessels. They all are high-end service vessels, and we have 5 of them which are considered 5-star luxury vessels, and we have 2 of them that are considered 4-star vessels, or as they also call it, the first class section.
All right. So can you please emphasize the differences between each of the vessels you have at Royal?
Well, at Royal, we have 6 out of the 7 vessels that are for 16 passengers, and we only have 1 of them that is for 20 passengers. So I'm going to give a brief presentation about each one. First of all, we have the Galapagos Horizon, which is considered a 5-star luxury cruise. It's the only trimaran in the Galapagos, and one of the main features that it has is that all the cabins have balconies, and they can all be converted from twin to matrimonial bed. Then we have the Infinity, which is also a 5-star luxury vessel, and the main thing about this ship is that it has the capacity for 20 passengers, and also all of the cabins have balconies. And we have on this vessel we have 2 suites. Then all the rest of the cabins are standard cabins. Then we have the Galapagos Sea Star, which is our new vessel. This is our new baby in the family. The main features about this vessel is that it's the only vessel out of all the fleet that has triple cabins, and they also can be interconnected with twin cabin or matrimonial cabin.
Perfect for families, I guess, right?
Because, correct. Yeah. Yeah, this is like the first boat we're going to be trying this, and then probably we're going to incorporate this on the other vessels. But this is how we're going to start and see if it works.
All right.
And then another feature that stands out about this ship is the only one that has 2 jacuzzis on board. Then we have the Natural Paradise, which is also on the 5-star category. Well, this one, it's one of those ships that that can be adjusted for all budgets because it has different types of cabins. You have standard cabins, you have junior suites, and you have suites. And the main difference about this ship is that only the cabins on the upper deck are the ones that have balconies. All the other ones are spacious, but they don't have balconies. Then we have the Grand Majestic, which is also in the 5-star luxury section. And well, this is a different ship. When you look at it, it has that classic American design, and the distribution is also like that. You have 7 standard cabins and then 1 master suite. So that's how we usually handle. It's perfect for the American market, and that's how they usually distribute when they go on their yacht. Then we have. And we're starting with the first class or 4-star section. Then we have the Galapagos Angel, which is relatively new also. It just started operation last year, and it's a brand new ship. It wasn't refurbished, it was built from ground up. And the main difference about this cruise is that it has that European design. Cabins are a bit smaller, but it has 2 suites. So it's perfect for navigation because it has stabilizers. So I always recommend this ship when you have people that usually get seasickness.
All right.
Then, last but not least, we have the Calypso. This is the only cruise out of our fleet that handles 2 different itineraries. One of them is a naturalist itinerary, which goes from it's an 8-day itinerary, and then the next 8 days will be a diving itinerary.
All right.
And these are only cruise that has this kind of operation, because all the rest are fully naturalist. Correct.
All right. Now that you mentioned the ship stabilizer, I mean, like there are a lot of people saying that they usually tend to get seasickness, right, during their trip. So, which boat would you recommend?
Like I said before, the one that I would definitely recommend would be the Galapagos Angel.
All right.
Even though it's considered a 4-star ship, the service on board is going to be all the same throughout all our fleets. So the Galapagos Angel is perfect when you tend to have seasickness or you have passengers that tell you with advance that they usually suffer from this. Then this will be the perfect option.
And what recommendation would you always give to the clients, for example, regarding the decks? Which deck is probably the best if you tend to seasickness, like upper, main deck?
Well, my recommendation in that case would be to try to take a cabin on the main deck, just because when you think about it, if the ship's like this and you are closer to the sea, the movement is not going to feel as much as if you're on the top. So, but that's kind of relative. I mean, some people are going to feel it a little more, and then some other people won't feel it.
Cool. Well, most of our clients always ask about the guides, right? And this is a good question, actually. Like, what type of guides do you work with, and what do they do during the experience, and what is their role on board?
Well, the guy has probably the main role on board, and we work with certified guides from the Galapagos National Park, and our main goal here is to have someone that it's not only good at explaining every side and giving an expert opinion about what passengers are seeing right there, but also making sure it is someone that can connect with people, because that's what's going to make your trip. I mean, you can have the best vessel, you can have the best accommodation and everything, but what's really going to make your trip is having a good guide, and that's what you're going to remember, actually. So having a good guide for us, it's very important. That's what we are always taking care of in Royal Galapagos.
All right, and how would you describe the service on board Royal Galapagos vessels?
That's the main reason we stand out of our competition, because when you talk about service, it's something that we try to handle throughout all of our fleet the same, which means either you choose a first class vessel or a luxury vessel, the service is going to be the same, and that's what, like I said before, that's what it stands out, and that's what makes your trip remarkable.
Awesome, Javier. And how does chartering a Galapagos cruise work? What are the benefits, and how far in advance should someone book a charter?
Well, the benefits about chartering with us is that you can personalize everything, basically. What I mean by that is that you can have people that have different kind of meals, and we can consider all that with advance. You can also have nanny on board or any other services that in a regular departure you won't have. And then when you have a charter, then we can take care of all these different situations or maybe requests that our passengers may have with advance. My recommendation for chartering would be to do it with at least 6 months, but we can handle even we're 2 to 1 month close to the departure if there's availability on one of the ships. But like I said, just to make sure that everything is handled correctly, my recommendation would be to do it at least 6 months in advance.
Great. And here's the big question, right? A lot of our customers also ask about itineraries, and actually there is no bad itinerary in the Galapagos, right?
Correct.
But can you tell us a little more about how does the itinerary works, how does the operations work on a Galapagos cruise?
Well, for us, when designing an itinerary, we always try to make sure that our guests get to see the most out of the islands, and we try to put these highlights where you can see certain animals and also certain islands, because you can choose either you want. I mean, it depends on the type of passenger you have, which will help us decide which itinerary works better for you. Because if you have someone that is looking to see a lot of birds, then we should suggest something that has islands like North Seymour or probably Genovesa, where you're going to be seeing a lot of birds, and it's going to be a better experience for your passenger. But then if you want to see something like sharks and everything like that, then we'll recommend to go to the Western Islands, because you'll be doing Devil's Crown and all these other sites that are on the way, and it will just make your experience a lot better. It will enhance it a lot more. So it's very important for us to make sure that our clients get the best itinerary for them, and also, like I said, with all of our ships, we have perfect design itineraries where we make sure we have highlights when it comes to animals and islands that are iconic.
Yeah, so basically like the golden rule also in the Galapagos Islands is the more you travel, the more you see, right?
Correct. I mean, if you go for a longer itinerary, then you're gonna make sure you're gonna see everything. And the shorter you choose, you're still gonna have a lot. And that's what I was saying before. We try to make all of our itineraries the best, with the best options that you can see, animals and islands. And like I said, even if you choose a 4-day itinerary, we make sure that on that 4-day itinerary you get the most out of the island. But my recommendation, as everyone else's I guess, will be to do more days as possible. 8 days is probably the perfect itinerary.
Yeah, usually like in 8 days you do a loop, right? Either on the Western Islands or Eastern Islands, I guess.
Yes, mainly that's how the islands are divided, on the western part, or maybe northern and eastern part. That's how they divide it.
Great. Now, what are the peak seasons of Galapagos Cruises, and when is a good time to book a cruise?
Well, Galapagos is good all year round, but what we consider our peak season will be definitely Easter and New Year's and Christmas. Those are definitely the high peak seasons where spaces are really hard to get. And then the rest of the dates, like I said, Galapagos is a destination where you can travel all year round, and it's gonna be good. But trying to get spaces for those dates that I mentioned before, the peak season, I would recommend to do it with about a year or maybe 10 months in advance, just to make sure that you can get the dates and the boat that you're looking for.
Yeah, especially for peak seasons, for sure. It's a good advice. All right, thank you very much for coming today, Javi. It's a very good information for all the people who is willing to travel to the Galapagos Islands, and we'll keep you posted on more news in Happy Gringo.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.